So Jason Rzucidlo reporting from the North American International Auto Show, being joined by Chairman Doug Fox. How are you today?
I'm great. Great to be here.
Very good. All right. So can you give us some highlights of this year's show?
I certainly can. Probably one of the greatest highlights of this year's show is something called Electric Avenue. It's 37,000 square feet on our main floor, featuring nothing but electric vehicles. No hybrids, no fuel cells, pure electric vehicles. It's been a huge, huge hit.
So how do you think the economy has affected this year's auto show?
Well, 2009 was probably the worst year for the auto industry in history, certainly since World War II. And I think everyone is just happy to see 2009 behind us and over with. There's a feeling of rejuvenation. Our hometown manufacturers are here with new product, new technology, a beautiful new Chrysler display, and there's just a lot of excitement and buzz coming out of this show.
So how do you think the displays are different this year compared to last year?
Well, the displays are certainly a little more bright and technologically advanced in the way of interactivity. If you go to the Ford display, you will see all different types of new technology that is now available on Ford Motor Company products that you can actually experience and learn how to use. You can't do that online, I'm sorry to say. You have to come down to the show in order to experience these interactive displays.
All right. So now some of the automakers returned this year. Could you go over some of what those ones were?
Yes, well, we have Nissan here. Nissan is showing their new Leaf. This will be the first mass-produced electric vehicle. They plan to build 50,000 Leafs in 2010. They're going to go on sale December of this year. So they're back in our show after leaving last year, so we're excited about that.
Alrighty. Okay. So now we had some trouble about Porsche. I understand they were going to come and then they didn't come. So what happened with Porsche?
Well, Porsche is a brand that's in transition right now. There are many brands in transition like Volvo, Saab. Porsche has been acquired by Volkswagen, and we're hopeful that Porsche may consider coming back to our show next year, but it just wasn't possible this year.
All right. So what are some of the upgrades that were made here in the building over the last few months?
Well, for one thing, we're not holding umbrellas. The roof has been fixed. We had several roof leaks last year. It was a major concern for our show, and then Autorama followed our show, and they had some major issues with the roof leaks, so they're repaired. The beautiful stage lighting that you see in the show requires major amounts of electrical power. There's been some new transformers and upgrades in the electrical system to help our manufacturers connect more easily and cost effectively. Lastly, the dock doors have been repaired. We now have 3 operational dock doors. We've been working with 2 for the last several years. Our elevators all work and our escalators all work.
All right. So now I noticed you got the MEDC Eco Experience in the basement, and it's a little bit larger this year compared to last year.
It is. It's a quarter-mile track that you can actually ride in electric vehicles during the public days. During the press days, the members of the press can actually drive the vehicles, and it's part of our theme of the show, which is see, learn, and drive. So you come here to see the cars, learn about the technology, then you go to the Eco Experience and actually drive in them on the track.
That's very cool, very cool. So now what are your thoughts on the Car and Truck of the Year winners here at the show? I understand Ford won both.
Yes, yeah. Ford won with the new Transit Connect van, which is a new van that they're offering for intra-city delivery. Very effective, fuel-efficient vehicle. And the Focus, of course, their new global platform. Ford is just beyond enthusiastic. They're giddy over these awards. Mark Fields yesterday was just like a little boy in a candy store. I mean, what a tremendous accomplishment.
And then we got the charity preview coming this Friday. So how are ticket sales going so far?
Ticket sales are well over last year's numbers. We lowered the price, though, from $400 to $250, so you'd expect them to go up a little bit, and they have. We need to make up that difference, 35% in volume. We're well on pace to do that. I think there are a few left. We're going to limit it at 10,000 this year after we hit 10,000. You can order them by calling 888-838-7500. So we want to see you there. We're going to have some exciting entertainment. The Romantics will be here, along with another surprise entertainment.
So what's the latest on the expansion plans for the building? Are they going to make like a hotel, or are they going to add on, tear down Cobo Arena, or what do you know about that?
Well, what I do know is that the authority is now in place and they are operating the facility, and they plan to put out requests for proposals for design and engineering this spring. And my feeling and understanding is that they are going to consider not demolishing Cobo Arena, but renovating it to pick up the additional 80,000 square feet.
So we had a lot of government officials here yesterday, like Nancy Pelosi, Governor Granholm. What are your thoughts on the higher interest with the government officials?
Well, it's been incredibly positive for our show. The officials arrived here at 7 o'clock in the morning. They didn't leave until 5. And I can tell you, I had lunch with them. They were absolutely amazed at this show. They had no idea this show was this important and this elaborate in displays and product. They made the commitment to come back next year. It put our city and our show on the world map yesterday.
Okay, so now on public days, what are some of the things people should check out when they come to the show?
Well, certainly you can't miss Eco Experience. You need to go and ride in an electric or zero-emission vehicle. You have to see Electric Avenue to see some of these new electric cars. The new Chrysler display is incredible, and of course, look, there's a Ferrari right in the middle of it. Fantastic. The Toyota display, and of course, we're here at the Hyundai display, and Hyundai's showing this incredible electric concept, as well as a new Sonata and a new Santa Fe.
All right. Now, what do you enjoy most about being the chairman of the auto show?
Oh, I think it's such a rewarding experience to watch the entire world converge on this show every January. We have over 5,000 members of the global press from 61 different countries this year. That's up from 50 last year. And when you can be part of something that's that great for our economy, between 350 and 500 million in economic benefit, it's something to be proud of. So that's my favorite part.
All right. Anything else to mention while we're still here today?
I want to see you at the charity preview. It's for the kids, and it's really important. So please, you will be amazed at the special entertainment we have. It's a secret. We can't tell you what it is. But when you hear about it Saturday morning, if you weren't there, you're really going to be sorry you weren't.
All right. Very good. Thanks
All right.
a lot. It was
Thank
nice
you.
speaking with you.